I am talking to you. I know things have been really tough lately, and I want you to know that it's okay to feel exactly what you're feeling. There's no shame in it, and you're not alone. The world can feel heavy sometimes, and it's completely understandable to feel overwhelmed by its weight. Please don't ever think you have to carry that burden by yourself. I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. When you're in a dark place, it feels like it's never going to end. It's like being in a long tunnel with no light at either end. But I've been with you through so many things, and I know your strength. I remember when you stood tall in front of everyone and gave that fearless speech when no one else dared to, proving how much courage lives inside you. That person is still inside you. That light hasn't gone out. It's just a bit dimmed right now, waiting for the clouds to part. I'm not going to tell you to just cheer up or be positive, because I know it doesn't work that way. What I am going to tell you is that your current state is not your final destination. It's just a chapter, not the whole story. And the power to start the next chapter is still in your hands. It doesn't have to be a big dramatic change. It can be something incredibly small, so small that it feels insignificant. Start with the smallest thing you can manage. Can you open a window to let in some fresh air? Can you put on one of your favorite songs and just listen to it from start to finish? Can you step outside for 2 minutes and feel the sun on your face? Don't worry about what happens next. Just do that one small thing. Then, maybe tomorrow, do another one, and another. These small, deliberate actions are like tiny sparks that can eventually light a fire again. The world needs you. The world needs your unique perspective, your kindness, your unshakable loyalty that makes people feel safe around you. Don't let this feeling convince you otherwise. There are so many people who would be lost without you, and I am one of them. Your life has value, and your presence makes a difference. Please, I'm not asking you to simply hope or believe that everything will magically fix itself right away. No, that's not what I mean. I'm asking you to just hold on. Hold on to the thought that things will get better, even if it takes time. Believe there is always a better tomorrow waiting for you. Believe in the strength inside you, the same strength that can change your life and touch others too. You are not weak, you are not done. You still have a fire inside, and that fire can light up the darkest night. Be strong, always. Do you hear me? Sometimes life hits us so hard that it feels like the whole world is crushing us. The darkness comes in, and it feels impossible to find a way out. But listen, feeling depressed, tired, or stuck doesn't mean you are weak. It only means you are human. And being human also means you have the power to stand up again, to rise, and to bring back your light with determination. You are not your depression. You are not the pain, the emptiness, or the confusion you feel right now. Those feelings are temporary. Deep inside you, there is a fire, a spark that can grow into a bright flame. This fire is your strength, your purpose, your potential. Even if you don't see it clearly right now, it is still alive, waiting for you to feed it with belief, action, and courage. The truth is, the hardest battles often lead to the greatest victories. Every powerful change begins with a choice. The choice to stop running from the darkness and walk through it. It won't be easy. Change can be painful. There will be moments when giving up feels easier. But if you refuse to give up, that is when you become stronger. That is when the real change begins. Never forget this. You already have everything you need to get through. You have survived every bad day so far, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt. That makes you a fighter. The difference between people who stay stuck and those who break free is this: they decide to take control of their story instead of letting pain define them. Here's one simple step you can take. Do one small thing today. It could be stepping outside for fresh air, talking to someone who cares, or writing down one thing you are thankful for. Small steps create momentum. Momentum creates change, and change creates a new life. Remember, healing is a marathon, not a sprint. You don't have to fix everything in one day, but you do need to start. You deserve a life filled with hope, joy, and meaning. A life that makes you excited to wake up in the morning. I'm not saying this as a stranger. I'm saying this because I truly believe you can rise. There is greatness inside you, and the world needs it. Don't let the darkness steal your light today. So stand up. Stand up with every bit of strength you have left. Fight for yourself, because your life is worth it. Right now, you are standing at a crossroads. One path goes deeper into despair, and the other leads to freedom. Choose the path that honors who you are. Choose the path of strength and hope. The world believes in you. But most of all, it's time you believe in yourself. Rise. Rise with everything you've got. Your story is not over, it is only beginning. With faith in your strength, keep fighting. Let me tell you something. I know life has been kicking you down hard lately. The weight on your shoulders feels crushing, like every step forward is through quicksand. The darkness seems endless, exhaustion real, and hope feels like a distant, fading memory. But I want you to stop and really listen, because what I'm about to say is the truth you've been avoiding. This pain you're feeling, it's not your end. It's your rebirth. You are stronger than you realize. Depression is a liar that tries to convince you that you're weak and broken beyond repair. But here you are, still breathing, still fighting, still standing, even if it's just getting out of bed each day. That takes courage, real courage. You've survived storms before, and despite everything, you're still here. That's strength, plain and simple. And this pain, as unbearable as it feels, has a purpose. Great comebacks don't start in comfort zones. The most powerful transformations happen when you hit rock bottom. Think about every hero or success story. You'll see the same thing. They fell, hit the lowest point, then made a choice to rise. Your struggle is the fire preparing you for something greater. It's up to you whether you let it break you or build you. Here's the hard truth. You deserve more. Happiness, peace, a life that excites you. But no one is going to come save you. Not me, not luck, not fate. You have to save yourself. And yes, you absolutely can. It starts with one small step, one decision to push back, one moment where you refuse to listen to the voice that says, give up. There's a version of you waiting to break free, stronger, wiser, unstoppable. The world needs that you. Your ideas, your laughter, your light, they matter. Right now, they're buried under doubt and despair, but they're still there, waiting for you to bring them out. So today, don't wait for motivation or someday. Take that one step. Scream into a pillow if you have to, then get moving. Write down one thing you'll do differently, even if it's just stepping outside for a few minutes. Tell that darkness that it no longer owns you. This is your wake-up call. The battle won't be easy, but it's yours to win. You're no victim. You're a warrior writing the most important chapters of your story. And I refuse to let you give up before your greatest moments even arrive. Get up. Fight back. The world is waiting for you. With unwavering belief in you, when you're ready to rise, the whole world will be cheering for you. But you have to take that first step. Do it now. Can I tell you something? Every now and then, life has a way of testing us, of pushing us to the edge, making us question our strength, our choices, and even our worth. I want you to know that you are closer than you think to turning things around. Closer than you imagine to finding the clarity, the courage, and the spark that will guide you out of this shadowed moment. I understand that right now things may feel heavy, like the world is pressing down, and every step forward seems uphill. But let me tell you something. The fact that you're still here, still trying, still breathing through the chaos, already proves your resilience. You've weathered storms before, maybe quietly, maybe in ways only you understand. And each time, you've come out stronger, even if it didn't feel like it at the moment. Life isn't about avoiding failure or pain. It's about moving forward despite them. You may feel stuck, but that doesn't define your path. Sometimes, all it takes is one small step, a conversation, a decision, a thought shift to ignite a change that seems impossible now. Remember, progress is often invisible at first. The seed grows underground before it pushes through the soil, and the same is true for your efforts. What seems slow, unseen, or insignificant is actually laying the foundation for something remarkable. I want you to reflect on what matters most to you, the dreams you've held, the people who care, and the values you want to live by. These are your anchors. Even if the world feels distant or disconnected, these anchors keep you tethered to your true self. And sometimes, just remembering that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that you are not alone is enough to shift your perspective. Don't underestimate the power of persistence. Every time you rise after a fall, you teach yourself that defeat is temporary. Every time you choose hope over despair, You build strength. You are closer than you think to a breakthrough, to a moment when things suddenly click into place and you see the path ahead clearly. That moment is waiting for you, and it's yours to claim. So, hold your head high, even if your heart feels heavy. Keep moving, keep breathing, keep believing in yourself. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer. And never forget, you are stronger, wiser, and more capable than you realize. With unwavering belief in you, be brave. Hey you! I hope this note finds you in good health and high spirits. It's been a while since we last spoke, and I wanted to take a moment to reconnect. Not just to reminisce, but to remind you of something important. You are closer than you think. Life has a way of making us feel stuck, as if our goals are always just out of reach. There are days when the weight of unmet expectations, slow progress, or unforeseen setbacks can make the path ahead seem impossibly long. But I want you to pause and look back for a moment. Think of how far you've already come, the challenges you've faced, the lessons you've learned, the small victories that didn't feel like victories at the time, but were stepping stones to where you are now. You've grown in ways you might not even realize. I know there are dreams you've been chasing, maybe a career milestone, a personal project, or a change you've been hesitant to make. It's easy to focus on the distance still left to cover, but what if I told you that the breakthrough you're waiting for might be just around the corner? Success is rarely a sudden leap. It's the result of persistent effort, and every step forward counts. The late nights, the doubts you've pushed through, the times you kept going even when motivation faded, those aren't just struggles. They're proof of your resilience. And let's talk about fear. It's natural to feel it. Fear of failure, fear of not being enough, fear that time is slipping away. But fear is also a sign that you care deeply about what you're working toward. Don't let it paralyze you. Instead, let it remind you that you're alive, striving, and capable of more than you give yourself credit for. The things that feel overwhelming now will one day be stories you tell with pride. Stories of how you kept going when it would have been easier to stop. You're not alone in this. Reach out when you need support, whether it's advice, a listening ear, or just someone to remind you of your own strength. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, but most importantly, believe in yourself. The version of you that's already achieved those dreams is closer than you think. You just have to keep moving forward, one step at a time. The world is cheering for you, today and always. Remember, the distance between where you are and where you want to be is bridged by patience, perseverance, and the quiet courage to keep showing up. You've got this. Be the king that you are. P.S. Whenever doubt creeps in, reread this line. You are closer than you think. Then take a deep breath and take the next step. That's all you need to do. Buddy, I know there are times when you're working on something, a tough project, a personal goal, or even just trying to get through a hard week, and it feels like you're not getting anywhere. You put in the time, you give your best, and yet the finish line seems far away. In these moments, giving up can feel so tempting. But that's exactly when this phrase matters most. The beauty of "you're closer than you think" is that it's not just wishful thinking. It's a reminder to look at things differently. We often focus so much on how far we still have to go that we forget how far we've already come. Think about the hours you've put in, the lessons you've learned, and the obstacles you've already passed. Every step, even the small ones, has brought you to this point. They've built the foundation for your success. When you feel discouraged, take a moment to look back at your journey. Remember where you started. That person you were back then is not the person you are today. The gap between your past self and now shows how much you've grown. The distance to your goal isn't just a number. It's all the effort you've already put in. You're not at the start anymore. You're standing on the foundation of your own hard work. And the finish line is just one determined step away. This is also a warning about the final stretch. The idea that the last part of a race is easy. In truth, it's often the hardest. When you're tired and your energy is low, it's easy to slow down or give up. But it's exactly at this point that the biggest progress happens. The final success feels sudden, but it comes because of all the steady effort before it. You've already done the hardest parts: the start, the middle, the grind. Whenever doubt comes in, remember these words. Don't measure your progress by how far you still have to go, but by how far you've already come. Trust your effort, believe in yourself, and take the next step with confidence. The finish line is closer than you think. Hey, fighter! Some days feel really hard. The path ahead seems long and progress feels invisible. Every small step can feel like it disappears. But stop for a moment and look back. The person you were a year ago would be amazed at who you are today. All the strength you've built, skills you've learned, and clarity you've found didn't happen by luck. They happened because you kept going. We often think big breakthroughs happen suddenly, like a lightning strike. But most breakthroughs come quietly. They are made of many small steps, tiny improvements, and moments when you chose to show up. You've been planting seeds, sometimes unsure if they will grow, but seeds just need patience, not certainty. They are growing, even if you can't see them yet. Remember, progress isn't always obvious. The hardest part often comes just before success. You may not feel it yet, but you are closer to your turning point than you think. Your effort has already created the path. Keep following it. Here's what to remember. Don't wait for perfection. Focus on taking action. Small steps done consistently matter more than big heroic efforts once in a while. Take care of what you read, watch, and listen to. This shapes your mind, so choose good content. Ask helpful questions like, how can I make this a little easier today? Instead of, why isn't this working? Trust that small improvements will add up over time. Be kind to yourself during the waiting times. Pauses are not empty, they are needed. Rest is not quitting. It helps you keep going. Your value is not based on results, it is always there. You don't need to earn self-belief, just practice it. Sometimes fear will try to stop you pretending to be logic. When that happens, notice it and then check the facts. Your past effort, the people who saw your growth, the challenges you've already overcome. Facts are stronger than fear. Take a deep breath. Refocus. Recommit. Make today a step toward the person you are becoming. Send the email. Write the page. Take the walk. Learn the skill. Make the call. Small actions, repeated, change your life. You don't need a miracle, you just need a new morning. And you already have one. You are closer than you think, closer than your doubts, closer than your timeline, closer than your past fears. Keep moving. The door you've been pushing on is almost open. Believe in yourself, and you are golden. I hope this message finds you well. I've been thinking about the phrase, you are closer than you think, and it felt important to share. Sometimes, in life's busy and tricky moments, we forget how near our dreams, goals, or even our connections with others really are. I wanted to share some thoughts that might give you encouragement. Life can feel like a long journey full of obstacles and uncertainty. When things don't move as fast as we want, it's easy to feel far from where we want to be. But progress isn't always about big leaps. Sometimes we are much closer to success, understanding, and connection than we realize. A small step, a simple act, or a moment of patience can show paths that were hidden before. This idea also reminds us about relationships. In our busy world, bonds can feel weak because of distance, time, or things left unsaid. Still, true connections stay underneath, waiting to be felt again. In friendship or family, love and care are stronger than distance. A simple reach out, like sharing this message, can bring closeness back. It also applies to personal growth. We often underestimate ourselves because we focus on what we haven't done yet. Every small win matters, and each day brings a chance to grow. You are closer to becoming the person you want to be than you think. On a bigger scale, this idea gives hope. Solutions, clarity, and peace are often closer than they seem. Sometimes, all it takes is a change in perspective to see how near we are to overcoming challenges. Whatever you seek or hope for, remember this. You are truly closer than you think. Appreciate the progress you've made, value your connections, and trust that your next step is within reach. Often the answers are not far away, but right near you. You are blessed with the best. Life has surrounded you with people who care, opportunities that help you grow, and experiences that shape who you are. Even when things feel hard or uncertain, remember that these blessings are already with you. They are proof of your strength, your journey, and the love that exists around you. Take a moment to see and feel them, and let that remind you that you are supported, valued, and capable of achieving even more. Every day brings a chance to honor these blessings and move forward with gratitude and confidence. Hello, warrior. Every person you've ever met, every decision you've made, every word you've spoken has led you exactly where you are right now. And here's the incredible truth. You are closer than you think to everything you've ever wanted. Sometimes we get caught up in looking at the big picture, wondering how far away our dreams seem, when really we should focus on the next step ahead. That's often all the distance there is between us and our goals. It's like standing at the edge of a forest. From afar, the trees look dense and overwhelming. But once you start walking, you realize that each tree stands alone, creating a path forward. Every challenge we face is like one of those trees. It might look intimidating from a distance, but up close, it becomes manageable. And sometimes what seems like an obstacle turns out to be a stepping stone, bringing us closer to where we need to be. Remember that time moves differently depending on how we perceive it. When we're excited about something, hours feel like minutes. When we're waiting for something we want, minutes feel like hours. But regardless of how time feels, every moment brings us closer to our destiny. Even when we're feeling lost or uncertain, know that you're moving forward, always closer than you think to your next breakthrough. Here's something profound to consider. The closest anyone ever gets to their dreams isn't the final achievement. It's the journey itself. Every step you take, every lesson you learn, every connection you make brings you closer to who you're meant to be. Sometimes we're so focused on the destination that we forget to enjoy the journey, to appreciate how close we already are to living the life we want. Hey, believer, I want you to know, first and foremost, that feeling despair, depression, or negativity does not make you weak. It makes you human. Life has a way of testing our resilience, and sometimes it seems that the challenges we face are insurmountable. But even in the darkest nights, the possibility of dawn exists, waiting quietly to break through. Every now and then, it's essential to remind ourselves that thoughts are not permanent truths. They are fleeting clouds passing across the vast sky of our mind. Negativity, though persistent, does not define you. By simply noticing it and choosing not to dwell, you reclaim a little bit of your freedom. This is the first step toward transforming your inner world. Next, I urge you to focus on small, tangible actions. Start with what is immediately within your control: your breath, your steps, your daily routine. Even a short walk, a conversation with someone who truly cares, or jotting down one thing you are grateful for can shift your perspective incrementally. Action, even small, builds momentum, and momentum gradually changes the narrative you tell yourself about life and about who you are. In addition, consider the company you keep and the stories you feed your mind. Surround yourself with voices and energies that uplift, challenge positively, and inspire growth. Limit exposure to things that reinforce despair. This is not avoidance. It's a necessary boundary that protects the fragile, growing self within you. Finally, I encourage you to embrace patience with yourself. Healing, change, and perspective shifts do not happen overnight. They unfold layer by layer as you persist with gentle courage. Trust that within you lies a resilience far deeper than you realize, a spark that no darkness can extinguish. Remember, champ, the mind is powerful, but so is the heart that persists despite its storms. Hold on to that, act intentionally each day, and slowly, the world inside you will begin to shine again. Keep shining like you do. Hello. I hope you can take a moment to pause and breathe. Life can feel very heavy sometimes, like walking through a storm that never ends. But remember, storms don't last forever, and neither will this pain. You are not alone, even if it feels that way. I may not know exactly how hard things are for you, but I know that sadness can make everything seem dark. It's not true. You are stronger than your struggles. Just making it this far shows your strength, even if you don't feel strong right now. Depression is lying to you. It may say you are broken or that happiness isn't for you. That's false. You are not your pain or failures. You are a person with real value, capable of growing and changing. Think about the hard times you've survived before. You're still here. That's your strength. When life feels too hard, focus on small wins. Did you get out of bed today? That's a win. Did you eat or drink water? Another win. Progress is often quiet and slow. Celebrate these small steps. They add up over time. Try this. Every night, write one thing that went right, no matter how small. A kind word, sunlight, or simply that you tried. This helps your mind notice hope. You matter more than you know. Negativity can make you feel invisible, but your presence matters. People care about you, even if they don't always show it. If you feel alone, remember, there are strangers who would help if they knew. Reach out. You don't have to do this alone. This is not the end of your story. Think of your life as a book. You wouldn't judge the whole story by the darkest chapter. Right now may feel like the end, but it's just a turning point. The next chapter can be full of help, joy, and self-kindness. It's okay to ask for help. Talking to a therapist, friend, or support group is important. Your mind needs care, just like a broken bone does. Understand the power of yet. When you think, I can't do this, add one word, yet. I haven't found a way yet. I'm not happy yet. That word keeps hope open. I'm not saying just be positive, that's unfair, but try to believe, even a little, that better days can come. Treat yourself with patience and love like you would a friend in pain. You've survived 100% of your worst days. That's real strength. Keep going. The world needs your light. Keep shining like the universe is yours. Let your light fill your life and touch everyone around you. Don't hide your energy. You have a unique power that inspires and creates possibilities. Every step, smile, and dream adds to your brightness. Believe in yourself, trust your journey, and shine like the universe is watching and cheering for you. P.S. If today feels too hard, take it hour by hour. And if you need a reminder of your worth, read this letter again. It's true. My dear, I know that sometimes life feels like a heavy weight, and the world can seem a little darker than it should. The feelings of despair and negativity you're experiencing are real, and I want you to know that it is okay to feel them. There is nothing weak or wrong about being in a place of struggle. In fact, it is often in these moments that we find the deepest strength we never knew we had. The key to overcoming this isn't to pretend the darkness isn't there, but to look for the light within it. Think of it like this. Your mind is a garden. For a while, perhaps some weeds of doubt and despair have been allowed to grow unchecked. The first step isn't to rip them all out at once, but simply to begin planting a single new seed. What is one small positive thing you can do for yourself today? It could be as simple as stepping outside for 5 minutes to feel the sun on your face, listening to a song that once brought you joy, or making a list of 3 things, no matter how small, that you are grateful for. It might not feel like much at first, but each of these tiny actions is a seed of positivity. Over time, those seeds will begin to grow and crowd out the weeds, transforming your garden back into a beautiful, vibrant place. Your life is a journey, and every journey has its steep hills and valleys. You are currently in a valley, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep walking. You are not defined by this moment or by these feelings. You are defined by your resilience, your inherent worth, and the courage it takes to face each new day. 3 simple pieces of advice. Be kind to yourself. You are your own best friend, and you deserve the same compassion you would show to a loved one. Reconnect with your body. Even a short walk or some light stretching can help shift your energy and clear your mind. Our physical and mental well-being are deeply connected. Talk to a friend, a family member, or a professional. Anyone who will listen without judgment. You don't have to carry this burden alone. The world believes in your ability to find your way through this. The very fact that you have lived through every single one of your toughest days is proof of your strength. Life isn't about being happy all the time. It's about finding meaning and purpose, even in the midst of challenges. Don't be afraid to take the first tiny step toward a brighter tomorrow. It's waiting for you. Hey, it's a saddening truth that every now and then we feel depressed, sad, or hopeless about our situation. I can only imagine how difficult and overwhelming things must feel for you right now. However, I want you to know that there is always a way forward, even when it may seem like there is no hope. I understand that you are going through a challenging time and that it might feel like you can't make it. The weight of your struggles must feel crushing, leaving you to believe that there is no way out. But I want to assure you that this is not the case. Your current circumstances do not define you. nor do they determine your future. You are a resilient individual, Bajigar, with an inner strength that may be buried beneath the pain and despair you are experiencing. I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on all that you have overcome in the past. Think about the obstacles you have faced and the challenges you have conquered. Those experiences have shaped you into the person you are today, a person who has the capacity to persevere and emerge stronger. It's important to remember that feelings of hopelessness and despair are temporary, even though they may feel all-consuming in the moment. The darkness you are experiencing will not last forever. With the right support and a willingness to take small, consistent steps forward, you can begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I know it may be difficult to envision a brighter future right now, but I encourage you to open your mind to the possibilities that lie ahead. Imagine what your life could look like if you were to overcome this challenge. What dreams and aspirations might you be able to pursue? What joys and fulfillment could you experience? Hold on to that vision and let it be a guiding light as you navigate this difficult journey. Remember, you are not alone in this. There are people who care about you and want to see you succeed. Reach out to your loved ones, trusted friends, or a mental health professional who can provide the support and resources you need. They can help you develop a plan to address the issues you are facing and work toward a more positive future. I know it may feel like an insurmountable task, but I believe in your ability to overcome this. Take it one step at a time and celebrate even the smallest victories along the way. Each accomplishment, no matter how small, will build your confidence and remind you of your inner strength. You have the power within you to transform your life. Believe in yourself and don't give up. The path forward may not be easy, but I promise you that it is worth the effort. With determination, resilience, and the support of those who care about you, you can and will make it through this challenging time. Remember, you are not defined by your current circumstances. You are a unique and valuable individual, deserving of happiness, fulfillment, and a life filled with purpose. You have what it takes to create the life you deserve. Hey champ, take a deep breath. Pause for a moment. I know life feels heavy right now and you might feel stuck, hopeless, or lost. That's okay. Feeling this way doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't define you. You have the strength to start a new chapter, a chapter full of hope, courage, and possibility. Remember this, even the strongest people face dark tunnels and mountains that seem too high. Feeling doubt is normal. Everyone who overcame tough times started there. You are not alone. Your struggles are shared by many, and that shared human experience is your first source of power. Hope isn't ignoring pain, it's planting seeds. Seeds of growth, strength, and new beginnings. You already have everything you need: resilience, creativity, and inner fire. Think of all the small wins you've had, getting through a hard day, a tough morning, or a personal challenge. Those victories prove you can get through more. Step by step, they become the foundation for bigger successes. Take small actions. Reach out to friends, family, or anyone who can help. Sharing your load makes it lighter. Remember, people care about you, even if they don't always show it. Try doing things that bring you joy, even small things. A walk, a favorite book, or a simple routine. These little steps pull you forward. Change your view. Your current moment isn't the end, it's a crossroads. Every challenge is a chance to discover strengths you didn't know you had. Focus on what you can control: your actions, choices, and attitude. Small steps matter more than perfection. Imagine waking up tomorrow and taking one step toward what you want: learning, creating, reconnecting, growing. Finally, your life is not doomed. Dark moments exist, but so do bright ones. Together, they make your story meaningful. You are stronger than you realize. The fact that you're still here, still fighting, shows your courage. Believe in yourself like others believe in you. Ask for help if you need it. That's strength, not weakness. The way forward exists, built on self-care, support, and time. Keep going. Take the next step. Shine your light. The world needs you. A message of hope. Oh boy, I heard that you're feeling overwhelmed, sad, and hopeless. I want you to know that I'm here for you and I care deeply about your well-being. I understand that it can be tough to see a way out when things seem bleak, but I want to assure you that there is always hope. You are not alone. First and foremost, please know that you're not alone in this. Many people have been where you are and they've come out the other side. They've found a way to navigate through the darkness and into the light, and you can too. It's okay to feel overwhelmed, but don't let those feelings define you. You are more than your current situation, a new perspective. Sometimes, all it takes is a shift in perspective to turn things around. Try to see that there are possibilities and opportunities waiting for you, even if they're not immediately visible. You may need to take a step back, reevaluate your priorities, and focus on the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Remember, every experience, good or bad, is a chance to learn and grow your strengths and abilities. You have so much to offer. You have unique strengths, talents, and abilities that can help you overcome any obstacle. Don't underestimate yourself or your potential. You've made it through tough times before, and you can do it again. Think about the challenges you've faced and conquered. Each one proves your resilience. You've got this, a path forward. It's possible that you're feeling stuck because you're focusing on the wrong things. Instead of being weighed down by your current circumstances, try to think about what you can control and what you can change. Break your problems into smaller, manageable steps and tackle them one at a time. Celebrate your small victories and let them fuel your progress. You are capable of great things. I want you to know that I believe in you. I believe you have the potential to achieve great things and live a fulfilling life. Don't give up on yourself or your dreams. You are capable of overcoming any obstacle, and you are strong enough to handle whatever comes your way. A message of love and support. I'm sending you love, support, and positive energy. Please remember, you are not alone. I am here for you every step of the way. Keep pushing forward, even when it feels like the hardest thing to do. You are loved, you are valued, and you are enough. Keep moving forward. As you continue on, remember that it's okay to take things one step at a time. Be gentle with yourself, and try to practice kindness toward yourself along the way. You are doing the best you can, and that is something to be proud of. Keep going, my fighter. You are on the path to a brighter, more fulfilling future. Brother, I hope this message finds you in a moment of calm, even if it's fleeting. I know you're carrying a weight that feels unbearable right now, and I want you to know that your pain is valid. It's okay to feel this way. Depression, sadness, and hopelessness are not signs of weakness, but reminders that you're human. However, I also want to remind you of something crucial. You are not defined by this moment. When you say, "There is no way out," I hear the echo of a voice that has been drowned out by despair. But let me ask you this. Have you ever faced a challenge so overwhelming that it seemed impossible to overcome? And yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still fighting. That resilience is not insignificant. It is a testament to your strength, even if you can't see it now. Every person who has ever endured hardship has done so because they believed, however faintly, that things could get better. You are no different. It's easy to forget, in the depths of despair, that pain is not permanent. The brain under depression often distorts reality, making the future feel darker than it is. But I urge you to consider this. The darkness you feel today does not dictate the light you will find tomorrow. You have survived every difficult day thus far. Each day is a small victory, even if it doesn't feel like one. Progress is not always linear, but it is always possible. You mentioned feeling hopeless, but I want to challenge that belief. Hope is not a passive emotion. It is an act of courage. It is choosing to believe in the possibility of change, even when the evidence feels scarce. You are not alone in this. There are people who care about you, friends, family, even strangers who have walked similar paths and emerged stronger. You don't have to carry this burden by yourself. Reaching out is not a sign of failure. It is a step toward healing. Let me also speak to the part of you that says, "I can't make it." That voice is lying. You have already made it through countless trials, even if you don't recognize them. You have endured heartbreak, setbacks, and moments of self-doubt. Those experiences have shaped you, not broken you. Your capacity to persevere is a gift, and it is still alive within you. Trust that. I know it's hard to see the path forward, but I believe in your ability to find it. You are not doomed. You are undone, and undone things can be mended. Allow yourself to take one small step at a time. Whether it's talking to someone, engaging in a simple activity, or simply breathing through the next hour, you are already doing the work. Finally, remember this: your existence matters. The world is a better place because you are in it, even if you can't see it right now. You are not a burden. You are a person of value, with a unique perspective and untapped potential. The fact that you're reading this letter means you are still searching for answers, and that is a powerful act of hope. You are not alone. You are not beyond help, and you are not beyond hope. The road ahead may be uncertain, but it is not without light. Keep going, keep believing, and know that you are deeply valued.